Peace be upon you. Friends, good day to everyone. Well, the day is such that, how should I put it, there is a lot to say. So, it turns out that a girl came to visit me bringing various gifts with her, whose call sign is Karma. Her name is Sabina, and I want to show her to you. Here she is, Sabina. Hello. So, well, friends, look here. This is our Sabina. Sabina? She is the wife of an officer, a combat officer, who died in Volchansk, it turns out. And what's interesting is that for many months now, Sabina has been trying to find his body and retrieve it from there. And all this time, she has been, you could say, in the SVO zone, living in the SVO, doing everything possible to find him. Well, she is exactly one of those women we call heroic women. Here is a heroic woman, one of the heroic women of Russia, and that is Sabina. We have never met. I didn't know her personally, of course. No, she has come to visit, bringing gifts, and for the guys as well. She says she wanted to give them to him or to the guys, and now we are talking. I understand that Sabina is like that, but she tied everything up, as they say, and left everything behind to move. She moved from Moscow to Belgorod, and he is searching for her husband.
I also need to be closer to the men on the front because I help them as well. I often gather humanitarian aid, and the journey from Moscow to Belgorod to Kursk used to take more time. Now I am closer and can respond to requests more quickly. I only realized how much I didn't know.
So, Sabina is not only searching for her husband, but is also involved in humanitarian aid. Yes, you are indeed involved in humanitarian aid. And what's interesting, I became curious about why she chose the call sign Karma. It turns out that a friend gave her a book called Karma. She read it, and after that, she says, she decided to take the call sign Karma.
Yes, my husband read it before he went on his missions, and it's the last book he held in his hands. And they say the year 2024 is the year of Karma. Maybe 2025. The 24th and 25th years will be some kind of change.
Changes will happen in various ways. The year 2024, like all years, is God's year. Of course, the questions of karma, back and forth, I approach everything from the perspective of monotheistic religion, so I have a specific view on this, and therefore I wouldn't take such a call sign. Karma is one thing, but since she took this call sign, I can wish you especially strength and patience. May your husband rest in peace. No matter how life is, it is such that we must accept what God has given us in a way that He has the power to give, and He has the power to take away. It is His will, so we must agree with His will. And to you, I repeat once again, as one of the probably Russian, women who can stop a galloping horse and enter a burning house. This is exactly what is said, probably about such girls.
What would you advise our wives and mothers, sisters who are waiting for their men from the front who are worried? Or those whose loved ones are missing, for example, how can they encourage themselves?
I will say this, I approach everything. I have a very specific attitude as I am a truly religious person, and for me, I will say this. Of course, if our women do not wait for us, our mothers do not wait for us, our daughters do not wait for us, that is, our loved ones do not wait for us, it is clear that this man will be powerless. Without feeling the support of his family behind him, a man is only half as strong. And it is clear that, of course, I would like all women, always waited, like in that song. It is, in my opinion. And right now I can't remember. My mind is blanking, so to speak. That is to wait, no matter what happens. It often happens that people have buried their loved ones, and they return. But even at the same time, if your loved one died in this sacred war, I will tell you this. He died in the sacred war, meaning he earned himself paradise. You should strive for the same, so that you also end up there when you die. And of course, not forget your fallen ones. Do everything to live this life with dignity, precisely by upholding the dignity they left you. And at the same time, of course, I will say, life, it still goes on, and you must live. You must not give up. You must understand that you are part of that force which is on the front today, which will win this sacred war, and your future will be such that you will be glad to be a part of it. Of this force, not the opposing side. This is exactly what you must understand. We are all in a sacred war. The men are fighting on the front, while you support our home. Front, support your men. Just like you now, so many months, and you are looking for him. People who meet and talk with you understand that you are the women who are ready to go anywhere for their men. I think this is very important. And what do I want to say to all of you? Patience. Patience to all our women. Patience to you. May your loved ones, all men, return home alive and healthy. May it be so, that you find them alive. And those who are not with us, may they rest in peace in the kingdom of heaven. And for us, as they say, to do everything so that the life they gave for our country was not in vain.
Our men are strong for us on the front, so we must be strong for them.
That's absolutely right. So that's how it is. Thank you all. Thank you, Ahmad. Thank you for being so resilient. There you go.
When you said thank you for the invitation, it might look like people could misunderstand.
She said she would like to accept. I said, please, you're welcome. So that's how it is. Thank you for having such spirit, for being able to pass it on to all our other women. And good luck, May. Everything work out for you.
The luck of a common victory.
Yes. Thank you. Kahmad, strength, Russia, power God, one Allahu Akbar.
Well, the main point. We are currently conducting a systematic clearing of the territory. Yesterday, 2 groups of participants were blocked. This morning, the destruction of one group, there are some left. 3 people who ran away. We see them here. We are tracking them. Purely the territories. We can basically say that yesterday, they slightly miscalculated their strength. We will consider it this way because really a breakthrough, which is very serious. Such armor and armored vehicles, all were burned for them. And turns out they no longer have the possibility of approach.